Hey everyone, Aaron Rich, digital marketing strategist from Texan Title Insurance Company with the next video in our series to help you with your digital marketing strategy. And in the last video, I told you some of the equipment that you may need that is available to you right now to put together some quality content. And before we get into other ways to create content and what that content might be, I wanted to take a quick moment to give you some tips and pointers about where you're gonna post this information so you don't feel overwhelmed when the time comes. The first thing to remember, and it's gonna seem pretty obvious, is to be where your customers are. Now, in the physical sense, that's not as hard to understand. You just need to physically be where they are. But in the digital platform, you need to understand where your customers spend their time when it comes to social media. What platform are they on? What are they looking at when they're there? And when you have a better idea of where they are in that space, then that can kind of guide you to where you're gonna be. If most of your customer base is spending their time doing Facebook marketing and spending time on that in this time, then it would be a great idea to spend most of your time in that platform. Now, if you're more of a commercial space, or if you have more builder business and they're more in the LinkedIn area, then I would focus more on that platform. That also gives you the opportunity to simplify your life a little bit. It doesn't make sense for you to be managing and controlling multiple social media platforms if, for the most part, nobody's gonna see them. So focus your energy and your content onto the platforms where you know your customers are gonna be. And definitely don't promote platforms that you aren't going to update and maintain. If you have a link to a Twitter account on your website, and the last time you updated your Twitter account was 6 months ago, that could do more damage to you in your digital marketing strategy than good. So only promote the ones that you're going to actively maintain. The next thing I want you to remember is when it comes to creating your content, make sure that it is valuable and that it is engaging. And by that, I mean, if you're going to put something out there into the social sphere, make sure that it's something that someone's gonna want to engage in, not just look at once, maybe give a like and then move on. And you can accomplish that engagement by asking a question in your post or adding a poll on your post. Something that gives someone a reason to engage with it beyond just acknowledging that it's a post that they maybe like. And by valuable content, I mean something that you as the expert are offering to your customer that is free of charge, something that's gonna help them and want to encourage them to want to spend more time and money and energy with you. And that leads me on to my very next point of remember that you're trying to create a community, not an audience. Now, what that means is when you have an audience, they are just sitting there watching you and don't necessarily engage with you. When you have a community, it is a group of people who want to interact with you and want to promote you and then become advocates for you and your business. And it could be friends, family, or even current loyal customers, but they become your promoters for your business because you've created a space where people in that industry want to be and want to engage. And that leads me to my final point of remember the important part of social media is the social part of it. So take the time each day, whether it's from your personal account or your professional business account, to go and engage with your customers on their personal page or their professional page and see what they're posting, interact with it. Give some insight on something that they maybe have a question of or need clarification for. That will create your community and again, establish you as an expert or someone has a vested interest in their business, in this industry, in our community, that they'll seek you out for more insight. Remember, the goal for all of this is for us to find any way that we can to support you in this crazy time. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. If you have something that you would like us to discuss, let me know what that might be. We want to be as much of a service to you as possible. And remember guys, this will get better. We will get through this, so stay strong. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.